Hi, I'm Taku and welcome to my podcast. Well, the final episode of the first season of Starting Isn't Everything, and we've come a long way together. This is the last episode, and I'm really excited. From the first episode, starting to talk about how you can start and how starting is easy, just trying to make everyone overcome that fear of starting. And starting is pretty easy, and everyone can do it. And we're going to look at what you got to do after you start. Like starting takes a little less than 5 seconds, but then after those 5 seconds, it ain't starting anymore. That's the course of the event, So you gotta start, and then after you start, what comes next? And what comes next is what I like to call a little bit difficult part, but it can be easy if you follow the stipulated things that I've said, and you got something to believe in. And the other thing was how you can progress in this thing. So you need to be consistent, and you need to be disciplined. You also need to be hardworking. And I spoke about benefits of discipline, and I spoke about what consistency is and the results of consistency. We gave an example about how anybody can be an author if you're just disciplined enough and consistent enough. And hard work isn't necessarily working for long hours, but it's working smart in order to achieve your goal without wasting time. And we also included the issue of standby time, when you sleep a lot instead of work a lot. That was what we were talking about. And today I wanted to talk about the time factor, because it's one of the most important things that is left for you to reach your goal. And also, I wanted to clarify one thing. Not everyone is able to do what I've been saying. And I'm going to be telling you who is able to do this. And I'm going to make sure that you can be in a position to evaluate yourself, to know that, I am able to do this, I can do it, or I think I can try and make this work, because we are all different people and we all have our purposes in life. But this way I'm going to teach you is going to help you identify what you're best at. But before we go to that, and before we talk about the time factor, we're going to talk about wisdom, knowledge. That's one of the things that is left. You got to be someone who likes to find out things. The way we organize the podcast is in such a way that from the beginning you have to make your own plan, which means you have your dream, your vision in mind, and everything is on paper. So you know exactly what you want. And we also discussed that you have to make it as simple as possible so that you have to understand it in an easy way. But then after you do that, you have to seek knowledge about it. For example, if I say that I would like to venture into horticulture or into farming or cattle raising, but I have no idea. The only place that I've seen a cow is when it's dead, and when it's beef, when it's on a table, in a plate after being cooked. So how am I going to achieve my goal if I have no intellect, if I have no understanding of how a ranch is managed, and how cattle are supposed to be kept, and how you can rear them, and how you can breed them? You see, so you need to find information about your dream, and you cannot find information without knowing the dream. That's why it is very important to write the dream first before you venture into anything. Before you decide even to pursue it, you have to put it down. So here is a question that I think you can answer in your heart, on your own. You don't have to say it loud, you don't have to tell anybody, but it would help you. How many books in general, regardless of them being part of your vision, your goal or not, have you read in the past 3 years? Not 1 year, in the past 3 years. If the books don't even reach 5, these are just general books, have nothing to do with your goal or your vision, have nothing to do with your future, then you have to rectify that. Because if you don't have enough information, then that'll be bad. And then another question, besides books. I know that most people don't like reading books, but then books are really important. How many movies have you watched since 2017 up till now? This is just a general question. How many movies you have watched? And then, of all those movies you have watched, how many have something to do with your goal? How many have something to do with what you want to achieve in your life? I'm currently venturing into time little by little, but you'll figure it out in the future. Like in the next episode, the first episode of season 2. And the other question, how many friends of all the friends you have made in the past 3 years have anything to do with your future, with your vision, with your goal? If you are able to answer these questions in a manner that you are so satisfied, then you are in the right direction. But if you're not, then these are the things that you need to rectify as soon as possible. Well, I would really love to continue talking, but then we'll have to continue in season 2, where we're going to talk about who can do it and the time factor. So get ready and be prepared. Have a good day. Taku out.